Residents in Chaparral have been speaking out about the value of the Dolores Wright Park to the community. Adrian Yañez has lived in Chaparral for most of his life. He has volunteered over 500 hours at youth camps held at the park. He says that if the park is closed, there will be even less options for recreational activities in the community.
Here in Chaparral, there's really nothing much to do, so this park is really a blessing for us.
Carmen Espinosa lives in Chaparral as well and watches children at the park while their parents are taking health awareness classes at the park center. She says that residents have been talking with one another to figure out what they can do as a community to prevent the park from being vandalized again in the future.
Yes, we've been talking about that. We need to be conscious of what our children are doing, because we had some kids around the ages of 7 to 12 who came to the park around 1 to 2 in the morning and they broke the windows. We as parents are aware, but we want the best for our children, and in fact, we need the park so kids won't be in other places and don't go with older kids or are just sitting around watching TV.
A local organization that is working to address the root cause of health inequities is also working to gather support for keeping the park open. Carrie Bachmann with Doña Ana County Place Matters says that parks are an important resource, especially in rural communities like Chaparral.
It's a place for community members to come together in a positive atmosphere, not a formal setting, and you really see those ties begin to build. Social cohesion improves, and that's a mark of a healthy community.
Doña Ana County spokesperson Jess Williams says the county doesn't want to close the park, but he says the county can't afford the thousands of dollars the ongoing vandalism is costing the county.
The community feels very strongly about keeping the parks open, so do we. But there's got to be a balance there. And so what's in everybody's best interest and what everybody hopes is the outcome is that the community can help us identify who's causing the damage so that we can prosecute those people and get them off the street.
Doña Ana County Sheriff Enrique Kiki Vakeel says his department is stepping up patrols in Chaparral and he does not want the parks to close.
The closure of these parks, we cannot allow that to happen. We have all these kids that they're on breaks from school. They have to have a place to go and for recreational. I'm presently working with the County Commissioner David Garcia, that represents that district, and also with the county manager to try to keep these parks open.
Resident Adrian Yañez says he hopes that community members look out for the park and call the authorities when they see any criminal activity.
I feel that there needs to be more support from the community to keep an eye, keep watch, and really report to the police what's going on here.
Community members in Chaparral have been meeting with one another, and they have been sharing their thoughts on social media on what they can do themselves to keep the park clean, safe, and most of all, open. For KRWG, I'm Anthony Moreno.